Hey everyone, it's day 45 at the Vendée Globe and incredible conditions. If you think 4 years ago, the leaders were almost at Cape Horn, and here we are, the main pack is sort of only just really past New Zealand, so quite a big distance behind where they were 4 years ago. And that's really because of these big sort of dominant high pressure systems that seem to affecting not just the leaders, but also the mid groups and other parts of the fleet. And the reason for that is possibly down to this La Nina, but certainly the conditions have been very unusual this time round. So we're going to have a quick look at a video from Boris Herrmann he sent back today, and you just get a sense of just what they're dealing with, which is a calm that you don't often see in the Southern Ocean.
We have been code 0, J2, J15, one reef, full main. Full foil, no foil, 80% foil. Enough grinding for the day, I would say. But also I have not made many miles and lost a few now in the last couple of hours to the leaders and certainly also to anyone else, because you can't get slower than this and everyone else is a bit further away from this center. So I have lost miles, but I'm thankful for this day. It's kind of the first time I consciously enjoy, really. I was sitting here earlier on the floor, in the terrace, in the wind shadow, eating my lunch outside. And I've never done that before during this Vendée Globe.
So let's have a quick look as to what's going on when we have a look at the tracker over the last 48 hours. So this was the situation 48 hours ago on Monday when we left off. We were talking about this high pressure ridge that was, potentially going to drift south and cause some issues for the boats in the mid group here, just coming up to Cape Leuven. And then we had this forming low pressure that was going to drift southeast and intensify towards New Zealand. And then this sort of pesky high pressure system that was affecting the lead group. So we're just going to run the tracker forward over what happened in the last 48 hours. Let's just watch what happens. So that high pressure with the lead group drifts along with them, and they're trying to kind of stay along that ice limit. Eventually, they realise that they're not going to outrun it, so they start to try and get to the northern side of it. As we're left off, it looks like Yannick Besteven on Matricock is still in pretty good pressure, and he may well just be ahead of that high. Thomas Ruan seems to be right in the centre of it, and Charlie right on the outskirts, on the edge, and it may still catch him. But here's an opportunity for Matricock and Yannick to potentially get a little bit of a jump here. So if we look back further in the fleet, and again just run the scenario through for the group with Pip. This was kind of how we left off, and we were wondering whether Pip would actually make it through before this high pressure drifted down over the top of them. And again, if we run it through here, it looks like she just got away with it, squeezed round, got south, kept really good speed, and opened up this quite considerable distance between her and the boat behind here, just been slowed by this high pressure system. So yeah, really, really great sailing by Pip to have managed to stay ahead of that, kept the throttle down, and is now diving south and in really good pressure for the next few days. So it's nice just to have a quick check on Sam, and you can see she's here. She's past the Kerguelen Islands now, and very close to Sebastian Destremo. So yeah, she'll be really pleased to just have caught up with another boat, and certainly once she's got past him, she'll have that sort of almost that safety net, knowing that she's got a boat behind her in this very remote part of the world. Of course, for Seb, he's heading to Australia, so he's got his own issues and problems to fix. But for Sam, over the next few days, she should be enjoying these conditions to the south of this high pressure system, ideal conditions to really make some miles and hopefully catch up with the next few boats. Okay, so let's just have a quick look at the forecast over the next 48 hours. We're here with the lead group at the moment, and you can see this is the situation as of lunchtime today. We've got this high pressure system. We've got Yannick just on the outskirts of it and making some pretty good mileage at the moment. Similarly, we've got Apivia with Charlie down in the south. It looks like Tomo is right stuck in the centre of the high here, so not a great position to be in, particularly with the high pressure tracking to the east. But let's just watch what happens 24 hours from now. And there you've got it. So it's moved across. We'll put Yannick's routing in, so you can see he's trying to get north, get out of the system, and it looks like he may well do that. But for the boats behind, they may well struggle. And then Christmas Day, you see the high pressure again is just sort of almost following the ice line, and it's going to really sort of prevent the boats from going south of it. Their only option is to really go to the north of it, which puts them upwind. This is an opportunity for Yannick to really make a bit of a break here, and he may well by Christmas Day have extended his lead to 2, 3, 4, maybe even 500 miles. Okay, so let's just have a look at the boats behind, and here we are with Pip's group, and you've got this high pressure system south of Australia. They're in this really nice gradient conditions with a low to the south. Should produce some really fantastic sailing conditions, 25 to 30 knots. Real opportunity to just consolidate and make up some great miles over into Christmas. Let's just see what happens over the next 24 hours. So 24 hours in, high pressure's moving towards Tasmania. Again, fantastic conditions, great gradient. Should be really fast. And then on Christmas Day, you can see looks like the breeze increasing down there in the south, maybe up to 30 knots, but still fantastic conditions for making some great miles. Okay, so just have a quick check on Seb's position and by default where Sam is. So quite a deep depression here. It's formed south of South Africa. My hunch is that we will do like most of the lows have been, just bend around this high pressure and track south. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue for Seb and for Sam. But let's just watch what happens as we run the forecast forward. So 24 hours later, of course they'll be a bit further down the track, still south of that high pressure. But you can see quite an active depression with a big front. So they need to be checking the rearview mirror, just making sure that they're staying north and not drifting south into its place. And then we go through into Christmas Day, and you can see, it's a very very deep depression. Here's the front here. Of course, these boats will be a bit further down here now, so still not too much of a concern, but they just need to keep an eye on this. Because if it doesn't track in the way that it we think it is to the southeast, it may sort of come up behind them. So that's it for tonight. Real mixed bag of conditions in the Southern Ocean. Next up, Christmas Day. See you then. Cheers.